Welcome to a sold-out Astrodome where the world champion San Francisco 49ers get set to meet the Houston Oilers. San Francisco, Randy, makes no difference whether they play at home or on the road, although they are actually better on the road. If they win today, they set a new NFL record for road victories consecutive. Mike Kofer, not a very good kick indeed. So this will be at the 35-yard line. Warren Moon, very impressive quarterback on a record-setting pace this year for the Houston Oilers. And the offensive front, a big one indeed. Don Maggs, Mike Munchak, Jay Pennison, and Bruce Matthews, David Williams. Dean Steinkuhl will not start today. Backs in the receivers, Lorenzo White. And the four wide receivers, Drew Hill, Hayward Jeffries, Ernest Givens, and Curtis Duncan. That run and shoot offense. Pierce Holt at left end, the other end, Kevin Fagan in the middle. Michael Carter getting his first start of the 90 season. Linebacking core, Haley, Millen, Keith DeLong in place for Fonhorst, and Bill Romanowski on the right outside linebacker spot. Secondary, Darryl Pollard and Don Griffin the corners, Ronnie Lott and Chet Brooks the safeties. Dime defensive package in for the 49ers, 6 DBs on 3rd and 8. Moon to his right, complete to Duncan for the first down, +7. At the 45 of San Francisco. Moon going up top, complete for the first down to Hayward Jeffries. And Jeffries got a lift and a carry out of bounds by Eric Davis. 3rd and 9. A lot of time on this drive, 4.5 minutes plus. Moon decides to run it. And he slides in for the first down. 3rd and 6 from the 10. Complete. Down to the 1-yard line, Curtis Duncan. From the 1. Moon, quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Houston. And Joe Montana, although having faced Houston only 3 times, those are 3-game stats, ladies and gentlemen. 70% completion rate, 7 touchdowns. The offensive front, Bubba Paris, Guy McIntyre, Jesse Sapolu, Harris Barton, Steve Wallace, and Brent Jones. Backs and receivers, Roger Craig and Tom Rathman. The wide receivers, Jerry Rice and John Taylor, back from a bruised lower back. William Fuller and Sean Jones, the tackles, Ray Childress and Doug Smith. Linebacking core, John Grimsley gets a start, Al Smith, the middle linebacker, and Johnny Meads, the right linebacker. The secondary, Chris Dishman, not a quiet one, along with Richard Johnson, and the safeties, Bubba McDowell and ex-New York Giant Terry Kennard. 3rd and 6. 3 wideouts in for the Niners. Montana, pressured. Complete to Jones for the first down. There is a flag on the play as Montana found Brent Jones up near the 40-yard line. A 17-yard pass play, and this looks to go against the Niners, so that'll bring them back. 3rd and 16.
That's my point.
Montana going up top. Is it intercepted? It is indeed. Intended receiver was Jerry Rice, and Richard Johnson comes up with his 2nd interception of the year.
What happened there? That was a timing pattern. Joe Montana was hurried, and it was not so much a great defensive play that Jerry Rice stumbles at the very end of the pattern. Watch as the ball comes out to the sideline. If we can see it, Jerry Rice will be stumbling. See him trip and fall right there? That ruined things for Jerry Rice. He fell. The ball was thrown behind him. Get greedy. They can't get overexcited. Stay with your game plan and move the ball effectively.
1st and 10 from the 30 of the Niners. Moon going up top for the home run. Touchdown, Houston. Drew Hill. First and 10 from its own 31, San Francisco. Montana flushed out. Throws it complete to Jerry Rice. Craig and Rathman the backs. Rice in motion. Montana dropped by Ray Childress. Ray Childress, the team leader in sacks with 4.5 on a year with that one. 3rd and 6. Moon trying to pull them offside. Throws it to White. There's a flag on the play as Lorenzo White gets it up near the 15-yard line. The first quarter as Warren Moon, awfully impressive in the first quarter as he directs the Oilers to a 14-point lead over the 49ers. Number 1 in the AFC. 3rd and 7 for the Oilers. Ball at their own 18. Moon out of the shotgun. Goes up top. Incomplete, just beyond the outstretched hands of Leonard Harris. And Harris with daylight ahead of it. 2nd and 4 to Craig. And Craig for the first down. And with that reception, now moves past Walter Payton as the all-time career receiving leader, 4 back. And this 10 from the 41 of Houston. Craig. First down to the 28-yard line. So Roger Craig starting to uncork. And 6. Incomplete. Out of bounds as Jerry Rice catches it, but out of bounds. Rice trying to plead his case, as you heard the official saying, do you think he had it down?
Do you think he got it down? And when they say that down, they're referring to the 2nd foot. No doubt Jerry probably gets the first foot down, but let's watch the 2nd foot after the reception. 1, he's got the ball. Does he get the 2nd?
Ooh.
Easily. If they review this, that is a catch. One more time. Johnson's got pretty good position. 1 foot, 2 foot. And the officials have declared that that was a catch. The ball does move down once he gets dinged.
2nd and goal. Montana with time. And Jerry Rice, touchdown, San Francisco. Well, you can't rest on your laurels when you're playing the 49ers. Montana, with all kinds of time, finds Jerry Rice being defended by Chris Dishman from the 25. 4 wideouts in for the Oilers. Moon out of the shotgun. Complete to Bernard Ford for the first down up near the 40. Side. Pinkett. And Pinkett hit low. Picks up only a yard on the play.
And that was a great play by Charles Haley, number 94. They call him a linebacker. They say, well, Charles Haley, our left outside linebacker, he's a defensive end, folks. That guy is made to rush the quarterback. He's quick, he's strong, and on that particular play, he came out and just cut down the lead blocker and got the running back at the same time on a run. And that's one of the reasons why he's going to be a Pro Bowler for quite a few years to come.
Alan Pinkett still in the backfield, 3rd and 9. Moon has to run and dives head first, but shy of the first down. So that's the end of the first half with the score. Oilers 14, 49ers 7.
6 of the 12 games on the road, the Niners have trailed at halftime, have come back to win. They're used to coming back on the road.
Play action. Montana going up top to John Taylor. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 78-yard pass play from Montana to Taylor. And Chris Dishman, the man beaten.
Let's take a look at his last touchdown pass. Do you know what this is? This is a case of John Taylor making Chris Dishman look a little bad because Dishman gets out of position, and now you're giving John Taylor a field to run to. Watch the ball almost come out. It was almost a fumble right there. Look at that. And that, like I mentioned earlier, are those new elbows.
From the 30, 1st and 10 for the Oilers. White. Across the 35. The 40. First down by 2 yards. Lorenzo White. White, the lone back. No flags on the play. Moon to Drew Hill, complete for the first down. From the 46 of San Francisco. Here comes Holt again, flag on a play, Moon runs it. And Moon nailed to the carpet by Ronnie Lott, who then helps him up. But there is a flag on the play.
It would appear that hold will be against Bruce Matthews, working on Pierce Holt.
Holding number 78 of the offense. The penalty is declined. Fourth down.
That's Don Maggs, fourth-year player out of Tulane. So Warren Moon is still on the field. And on fourth down, the Oilers are going to go for it. They've got 6 yards to go for the first down. Complete for the first down. Curtis Duncan.
Drive a quarterback nuts.
2nd and 10. 10th play of this drive. Moon. Complete. Touchdown. Houston. Hayward Jeffries. Complete to Jerry Rice to the right sideline from their own 48. San Francisco, 2nd and 10. Montana complete to Craig. And Craig battling his way up near the first down marker. Looks to be a little shy, about a half a yard. Rice. Terry Kennard on the tackle, but it looks like he tackled him at the necessary yardage needed. 2 minutes remaining in the third. 1st and 10 from the 42 of Houston. Loose ball. It looks like Houston's recovered. And they did. Third and 1 from the 32 of San Francisco. 50 seconds remaining in the third. Play action. And Moon was in the grasp. Give the credit to Charles Haley, who diagnosed that play. And that's a sack. 4th sack of the season for Charles Haley. And the Oilers will go for it on 4th down again. 4th and 5 from the 36. Incomplete and nearly picked off by Ronnie Lott.
Lott, 22, broken up.
Intended receiver was Ernest Gibbons. Well, that's the end of the third quarter with the score: Houston 21, San Francisco 14. All coverage will continue after this message from your local station. 2nd and 8 for San Francisco. Ball at their own 38. Montana going up top for Brent Jones, complete inside the 30 of Houston.
And James, there's another saying: if you play, you pay.
This past offseason in his hometown in North Carolina. On 2nd and 9, Montana to Brent Jones, complete for the first down inside the 10. Bubba McDowell with the hit, but Brent Jones continuing to free himself. That one a 22-yard pass play. On 3rd and goal from the 6. Play action. Montana throws it at the last moment to Tom Rathman, incomplete. This will be a 24-yard field goal attempt by Mike Kofer. 7 of 12 this year, and that is good. So Kofer bangs it through. Alan Pinkett, the lone back, on first down. And Moon in the grasp of Pierce Holt. Loss of 3 on the play, and Pierce Holt with the sack. 3rd and 23 from the 7. Complete to Pinkett. And Pinkett with not nearly enough yardage. Dropped by Darrell Pollard. And 4. Ball at the 46 of Houston. Montana gets rid of it in a hurry as he had to. William Fuller in there applying the pressure and got a little help from Ezra Johnson as Montana still on the ground.
But watch at the very end, the shoulder right into the stomach, right into the ribs, and Joe arrests for a play, which brings Steve Young, number 8, in at quarterback.
So Steve Young in to call the plays. Miscommunication on the snap, live ball. And it appears that the 49ers do get it back. But Joe Montana apparently has shaken the cobwebs and is back in action.
So you get a second-string quarterback comes in like that. He's very, very nervous. He wants to get back, get the ball, get that first down, and get out of the game. He knows Joe won't be in there long.
3rd and 4. Complete for the first down to John Taylor, and more room. Touchdown, San Francisco, a 46-yard play from Montana to John Taylor.
Impact the NFL, it was as a punt returner. And as a former punt coverer, you learn early you don't hit guys high and try to drag them down on punt returns. John Taylor is a strong runner, and Chris Dishman makes a critical error trying to tackle him high by the jersey. Get the legs, wrap him up, and tackle him. Sloppy, sloppy play by Chris Dishman. Built to eat up this much time.
And there's 5 minutes remaining in the game. 3rd and 4 from the 30. Moon going up top for Hayward Jeffries, overthrown.
At this point, you'll see San Francisco and Joe Montana going to what I mentioned earlier, the 4-minute offense. What that is, they're running plays designed to stay in the middle of the field, to keep the ball from going out of bounds and stopping the clock. The passing game is not ultra conservative, but receivers are reminded to get 2 hands on the ball and stay in bounds.
1st and 5, 4:37 remaining. Carter has the first down and spins his way up to about the 37. 3rd and 3. Rathman, Sidney, the backs. Montana steps up, complete to Rice for the first down. And Jerry Rice inside the 40 of Houston. And Houston has burned off its last timeout with 1:55 remaining.
They're going after nothing but football here.
3rd and 9, Rathman. Maybe about 4. And with 56 seconds remaining, Houston cannot stop the clock. Barry Helton punts it low. It takes a San Francisco bounce as McNeil can't get a handle on the ball. And a touchdown, San Francisco. Tom Rathman with 1 second remaining falls on a live ball in the end zone.
I believe
now will it be ruled a muff?
I believe they're going to rule this a muff. They're going to mark it at the point on the field where he first touched the ball and knocked it into the end zone.
And an excellent call.
When a punt is touched in the field play by the receiving team and the kicker is recovered in the end zone, the kickers get the ball where the receivers touched it. Therefore, the ball's on the 3-yard line and the game is over.
The bottom line of that is that it was a muff and the game is over. So San Francisco sets a new NFL consecutive road win record at 12 straight. So a tough loss for the Houston Oilers. And Randy, I tell you, you talked about Warren Moon being a lot like an Archie Manning type. One of the best quarterbacks to play in a losing situation. For Randy Cross, this is James Brown saying so long from the Astrodome, where our final score is San Francisco 24, Houston 21.